guys, welcome. Enjoy the piece here. Welcome to a stream. Well, the stream. Okay. Well, that didn't start out very well. We'll be playing the Banner Saga. I hear good things about this series, so I decided, hey, let's play through the first game. I think I have the second game on Xbox. It was a free game or something for games with gold. So I figured might as well play the first one on PS4. Hopefully there's no like save transferring. But if there is, then obviously I would get it for PS4. So let's just new game. Let's get into it. The story in the Banner Saga makes changes based on the choices you make. You will occasionally switch between lead characters. Okay. The gods are dead. Well, that's okay. In their wake, man and giant survive through a tenuous alliance, driving black destroyers called Dredge deep into the northern wastes. Now is an era of growth and trade. Life goes on, as it does. Only one thing has stopped. The sun. Okay, well that's a major thing. So,
Að sjá dreggjan á ferli neðanvor. It has been several long months on the road. The first signs of snowfall accost us on our approach to Strand, largest of the trade cities on the Varl human borders, and our last collection before returning to the capital. Several days ago, the sun simply came to a stop in the sky. Though during these long winter days, none of us can be certain how long it has been this way. Some of the men in the caravan have taken it as a dire omen. I am not quick to superstition, but I myself will be glad to be done with this year's rounds. We have been warned by stranded travelers about brigands on the path through Ridgehorn, our road home. Our captain seems unconcerned. Perhaps he is as eager as I to be done here. We will rest here this day and inquire further when we speak to the governor.
alright, our first battle. Okay. We arrived just in time. The chieftain and Red and his men are now looking at a tougher fight than they bargained for. Use the right stick to pan around your surroundings, okay. Zoom in and out by holding down R2 or L2, okay. Oh god, zoomed in again doesn't look good. Let's keep it zoomed out. Press X to continue. These portraits show the order of initiative, taking turns from left to right. Your ally is blue, the enemy is red. Okay. Movement happens before action. This ring shows your shield banger. Hey, that's a sweet name. Is active. The blue tiles around him show where he can move. Some characters fill more tiles than others. The horned allies are razor dreads called Varl, who take up 4 tiles each, while humans fill a single tile. Okay. Okay. I'm about to fuck this dude up, dude. Enemy tiles are red, and pulse with enemies in range. To target a nearby enemy, use left stick to select attack, strength, or break his armor. Okay. Strength counts both as health and damage. A loss of 2 strength means you'll now do 2 less damage. If strength falls to 0, the character falls in battle. Okay. Or blocks strength damage, or can be used by break attack. By breaking armor, you open them up to take more damage in the future. Okay. Hey Nadine, welcome back. It's good to see you. Now it's your Warhawk's turn. He appears to be out of range of these enemies, but all characters can use willpower to boost their actions. Willpower is a limited resource, so use it wisely. Wisely. By moving on gold tiles, a unit can move further than usual, at the cost of 1 willpower per gold tile. Okay. Uh-oh. The ability description appears in the foot tools tooltips below. The Warhawk's Tempest ability allows them to slam multiple enemies at once. Ooh. Ooh, be careful, Mr. Chieftain. That made quick work of the Chieftain's bodyguards. When there's only 1 enemy left, players enter pillage mode. Ooh. Pillage mode sounds very fun. During pillage, each character moves in order, and there are no more guaranteed turns. Check the initiative to see how the order has changed. Oh, so we just attack. Oh. Oh, okay. Left and X to select the fist and press R1 to add a star. Okay. Oh, okay. Interesting. And he's dead. Good shit on, buddy. Alright.
Like a rabbit.
Nadine, this is the Banner Saga.
How did it come to this? We fool ourselves believing
RPG,
that peace will last.
obviously.
My grandfather built all
Turn-based?
this from a poor
Turn-based?
fishing village, you
No,
know.
it's turn-based.
He
Yeah, I guess
watched
it
the
is.
gods die, watched the chaos that followed, watched man and Varl slaughter each other, even before the dreads arose. All we've done is traded one struggle for another. Now that there are no more dreads to war against, we war against ourselves. This chieftain meant to kill me, and he's not the first. 12 families in the city would gladly take my chair. This one had men waylaying merchants, both north and south of the city, strangling trade quite well, I would add, though he denied it to his last. This sort of wolf doesn't stop biting because the head is cut off. It just grows a new head. I am in a bad way, my friend. Help me finish this fight, and I'll gladly send you on your way with double our king's tithe. Take any men you need. They're loyal, I promise you that. They will meet you down in the proving grounds.
Okay, here we go. You're approached by a familiar man who walks in step with you as you're leaving the Great Hall. He cuts to the chase. Oh. Eric, steward of Strand. I manage the governor's business, okay? Ubin, isn't it? Scaflings? Scoffings. They didn't hack up in the Great Hall scattered after you took out their chieftain. The governor just wants to make sure they stay down. I was hoping you'd join me at the marketplace by the docks. If there's anyone left to worry about, I know who can tell us. Sure. I mean, we gotta take out the rest of the bad guys, right? Make sure that the uprising is suppressed. Use left stick or L1 R1 to highlight the market tent, or press X to visit the merchant. Okay. Let me handle this. You meander through rows of open-faced houses and eroded stalls. Colored canvases flap on a briny current. One man in particular blanches as you approach. I'm not in the mood today. For what? Talking to an idiot. Wow. Cutting right to the chase. The Scoffling's chieftain bled out about an hour ago, So when you tell me what rat anus the rest of them crawled back into, nobody's going to try to kill you this time. They don't talk to me. Had sweats visibly, fumbling with some dirty trinkets on his table. Wait, just buy one of these. If everybody thinks I'm getting worked over every week, how am I supposed to know much? Just a little food money, yeah? You toss a sliver of silver on the table. Both men look at you with surprise. Had gestures meekly to a variety of junk from his stall. Take whatever you like. Only thing I like is the name of a place. Nobleman, up by East Wall. But that was months ago, I suppose. Had skulks away with a wave of Eric's hand, gathering things from his hovel. Disappearing for a while until this blows over, you figure. Your bodyguard steps forward. Gunoff. I like his name. Are we done here? Gunoff, were you wearing green back at the Great Hall? No, just bought them while you were walking around. Why? Better than an eggplant. Eric, that man of yours seemed unreliable at best. A blind dog wouldn't trust Had, but he used to be Scoffling. Scoffing. I can't get that name right. If they're looking the ruins, they've probably gone to old haunts, not new ones. Nobleman is a mead hall? Best I can tell, the name's ironic. Listen, I know a guy who would love to put a few of these skulls in the ground. I'm going to go find him. I'll meet you there. Alright. So I guess we're just gonna go straight to the meat house. Okay. You arrive in front of what must be Nobleman. A few minutes later, Eric appears with a weather-beaten man introduced as Valgard. I'll point them out, Eric says over his shoulder. Ready? No, just gonna run in there, huh? They ran to a meat house, says Valgard. I'll be surprised if they can stand up straight right now. Okay, here we go. Valgard boots the front door open so hard it won't close again without repair. As you enter the hall, Eric is already at the head of the table, his axe drawn. Wide-eyed, drunken scofflings scramble to find their own weapons, turning tables and meat steins in the process. Oh yeah, time for a battle. Okay. There we go. Select unit with da-da-da. And deploy them into any of the blue tiles. Oh, okay. Let's move him. I like this. I'd rather not move, right? Let them come to me. Stonewall. If I can get them to run up on me, it'll be easier, right? Hey now. Okay. That's one dead. Start moving. I did 4 damage. I was hoping to do a little more, but let's go down here, see what happens. Okay, so they're fortifying themselves. Oh, I hurt my team too. I didn't know that. Okay, that's interesting to note. But I hurt my allies with that swing. Okay, he's dead. Okay, let's kill him. Okay, he's dead. Can attack from here, right? I was hoping to kill him, but he's got 1 health left, huh? Jeez, I did a shit ton of damage. Let's come up from behind, see if we can. That doesn't seem to work. Nope, don't end turn. I might as well attack, right? another one dead. Oh boy, I took some damage there. They're dead as well. Man, this is a rout, I tell you. Yep, he's gutted. Pillage mode. All right. Nice. I like that little like stone wall thing. That'll be interesting. Promotion tempered by blood. Oh, I didn't get to read what happened to him. Something good happened. All right, nice. We took care of those bastards. With the touchpad on a PS4, I can scroll during cutscenes. I didn't know that. Well, that's interesting. Eric, there they are. Gods be damned, I've got to go wash off this blood. Eric is looking out the hall's windows onto the bay. A fleet of longships approach with sails of bold reds and blues. One banner I know well, Wagner. Next, for Varl kingship last we spoke. The other flag looks important. Yeah, important guess. See what I deal with all day long? Things make a little more sense. You hoped I'd have a stake in saying everything's fine here when the royal guests arrived. Not me, the governor. Now I have to make sure there are no rotting bodies or pools of entrails still in the Great Hall before they come by. Can I ask one more favor? If you happen to stall our guest down in the docks, I wouldn't object. Maybe I will. Why not? Eric and Valgard hustle from the mead house. To his credit, Eric tosses the barkeep a spar of silver for the mess. You give an apologetic shrug and go to greet the new arrivals down at the docks. Alright, let's see who these important guests are. Oh, that's pretty cool. All the ships coming in. That's a lot of ships too. Holy crap. Let's go down there and talk to these guys. See what's up. If we can't stall them. Here we go. Ooh, moving touchpad. Wagner. A familiar Varl steps onto the docks. In your mind, you recall a much younger version trampling the halls of Grofheim. Abundant in purpose. Gods, Ubin, you're looking ancient. That's not nice. Comes with being old. And if there's Wagner, there must be a Haken. Must there? Still bleeding tributes from the poor and stupid old yaks? At what age do you lose a sense of shame? Jorundur demands it. I'll take that over lingering to death in Grofheim. Speaking of, I had no sense that you were so far from home. Just returned from Arborang, in fact. And glad for it. Hacken motions to the other ships in the bay, sails still fluttering. Golden Wolfhead emblazoned on red. The king of men, or someone on his behalf. The king's whelp. His son. The king's son, Ludin. Don't you know Scrivener? We visit his capital, he visits ours. It's how you make alliances these days. It's a miserable waste of time. Yes, Hacken has it. I'd almost forgotten. It's a good thing you're around, Hacken. And you're going to Grofheim? I had the distinct feeling I finished my business in Strand and was heading there myself. We should caravan. We should. Give it a day. In better circumstances, I'd drink a week away. But, let's just be done. Find me tomorrow at the gates. Sweet. What he's trying to say is the prince is a delight to behold. Where is Moger? Haven't found a place to put up the warriors. I'm heading up to meet the governor. A host of giants depart in his wake. You recognize a few, others are strangers to you. Guess I'm off to find Moger. See you in the morning, Scrivener. Scrivener? I don't know what that word means. I'll be along. The young prince of men ambles from his ship. He brushes off his tunic, skinning the beach with low eyelids. Ludin looks for all the world the sort of boy who grew up pulling the legs from spiders. Ugh, I hate that guy. That's evil. The long road back to Grofheim should be more interesting than most years, you think. Weariness suddenly settles in, and you chuckle to yourself about what an odd day it has been. One of the governor's men at the Great Hall could find you a place to sleep. On the other hand, if you're going to join Wagner's caravan tomorrow, it might not hurt to share a drink with Hacken, or introduce yourself to the prince they spoke so highly of. Let's go talk to Hacken. Scrivener. You find Hacken in a meat house surrounded by other Varl. Strain no stranger to Varl, but rarely sees this many. Hacken waves you over. Went straight for a flagon? Wagner is the one who agreed to pass up a drink. I was invited to the governor's hall anyway. You already missed the massacre. Every year I make the rounds collecting taxes. Every year it's the human settlements that give me trouble. No surprise. What this time? When I got here, the Great Hall was already full of bodies. We added a few more. Ha! Humans. I guess if I only lived as long as a Yawk's fart, I might be desperate to make something of myself too. It's not too late to start trying, Hacken. Hacken lets slip a low chuckle. Any Varl could recount his deeds, known as he is for cutting a swath through Dredge at Wagner's side in the Second War, and regularly since then. Down here I'm a glorified bodyguard. You might have a point, just another reason to get back to Grofheim. Soon enough, I imagine. You drink until the meat becomes overbearing, then step back into the cool air outside. Okay. So Hacken's not overly pleased with being here. Doesn't seem like a fan of humans. Is this the right place? You find a prince at an inn. Guards blanket the building, including a sharp-eyed Varl who must be working for Ludin. A woman in red eventually waves you over and stands nearby, arms crossed. Greetings, Prince Ludin. Yes, you're with Wagner? I don't remember you. Not exactly. I've known Wagner a long time. I'll be joining you back to Grofheim with my guards. Ludin looks up for the first time. The woman doesn't react. Why? I work for the king, carrying tithes to the capital. We crossed by chance. Oh, a tax collector. Fine company. Sarcasm. You can easily tell. What do you want? I'm traveling to Grofheim. That's what I want, dude. It's pretty easy to figure out. A Varl historian. Aha, don't you already know? Your king and mine both have been practically trumpeting it throughout the cities. I've been on the road a while, I'm afraid. Ludin takes a deep sigh. Whether tired or ungracious, you are uncertain. Maybe both. A formality, mostly. Wagner came to our capital in Arberang, and now we go to the Varl's capital in Grofheim to cement this grand alliance for the next age of men in Varl. You sound unconvinced. There's no need for it, and it's damned cold up here. You get the sense he's struggling not to complain outright. You take the opportunity to excuse yourself. What a baby. Snow's not a big deal, dude. Alright, we've talked to everybody. Uh, let's go to the Great Hall. At dawn, you're awoken by a delivery of goods. At least you just think it's dawn. Damn hard to tell with the sun that never moves. The governor's crest adorns the supply leathers. All there, just as promised to your mild surprise. You wonder if Eric had anything to do with that. Your guards take the treasure wagon down to the gates. Wagner is already here. A while later, Ludin and his men appear, groggy and disheveled. Moger steps forward. Wagner's quartermaster, if you recall correctly, in charge of his unwieldy entourage of warriors. You know him only in passing. He asks if you're ready to part. Let's go, dude. I'm ready to get to Grofheim. You follow Moger and the others, and join the others. Usually the smaller doors set into the gates would be enough to enter or leave the city, but the town guards have been told to push them open entirely. They mutter things under their breath that are best not heard. Perhaps the governor expects you to draw a crowd, but there's nothing of the sort, just frustrated, tired people. They summarize the Strand well as a whole, you think. See you later, Strand. I love this little, I don't know if it's a cutscene or if it's like a loading screen between areas. Morale declined. Oh. The caravan stops for the day. A gift, says Mogir, cracking open mead casks, from our gracious friend, the governor of Strand. Hours pass with raucous laughter as the mead is passed throughout the camp. Toast to Wagner. You raise your drink, toasting the alliance between man and Varl. The others join in. Ludin's expression is like a stone wall, but the others laugh at your exaggerations. Eventually, sit down beside Wagner. Thanks for the speech, slurs Wagner. Hey, why not, dude? Let's keep this peaceful. Looks like you didn't have to miss out after all. Thanks to Moger. I thought the damn governor would never shut up. Did he give you the history of his entire family? He tried, then he asked me to clean up his mess. For your benefit, turns out. I'd have given the job to you too. Gods, there's no joy in politics. Speaking of, what happens after his business with Ludin? Hopefully the boys goes back to Arberang on his own. And I can take out some frustration on Dredge or something. Starting to sound like hacking. You don't like the life of a diplomat? Haha! Don't you miss the fight, Ubin? You down your meat instead of applying. Bogner slouches and shakes his head. There's no great joy in killing Dredge, but pretty sure this nonsense is some scheme between the two kings to force some kind of lineage. Used to be warriors would follow you for what you've done. Isn't that why they follow you now? Is it, or is it because of the next in line? These lines are getting muddy, old Varl. They've always been muddy, Wagner. Wagner stares into the campfire, lost in thought. You leave him to it. So Wagner is some kind of royalty, perhaps? You rise groggily. The campsite a casualty of merriment. Moger is already kicking warriors awake when you spot Ludin stalking your direction. He sidesteps sleeping bodies. Better wake up, you might nudge Wagner. You're needed. Uh-oh. Of course he's being pissy. Ah, it's Ludin. Always a pleasure. You look well rested. Wagner releases a caged John and receives a hard-eyed stare in return. How long to Grofheim? Ha! We're only 2 days out of Strand, you know. Come, I'll show you on a map. Oh, there's some interesting names. Vetterfell, named bad weather, but the gales that blown from the bay and around the mountain peaks keep Vetterfell in a generally unpleasant state. What really cemented the name was the kind of person who lived there. Men cast out from Strand for one reason or another, with nowhere else to go. Okay. There's a lot of places in this game. What's this? The Vast. The waters to the west are named not for their reach, but for their depth. Long ships lost even somewhat close to shore are best considered gone to the depths forever. What is this? Oh, longships. The modern longships has been constructed to be much better at hauling goods and raiding and pillaging as used to be in the early days of men. Ever since the alliances formed by Men and Varl, there's been more need for freight than war along the west coast, and the murky bogs of the east are no value whatsoever. There is so much here. Wow. I love that it's really like well thought out. The cardinal directions. Early did mankind begin sailing up and down the coast, but also out to the vast, searching for new continents. Of the many secrets the early sailors learned was the sunstone, which helped them to deduct the direction they were sailing, even with the sun shrouded behind clouds. Sorry guys, I lost some frames, but being in this menu doesn't really affect it. That sucked, but we're okay now. Shiver Rock. To the north of Ridgehorn, two long mountains rise out of the vast like icy spines. To their alarm, Varl Station and Ridgehorn would frequently see dredge appearing on the rocks, somehow emerging from below. Fortunately, the dredge cannot swim, and while they are a reminder to remain vigilant, they pose no meaningful threat. Ridgehorn, one of the 6 horns built into the foot of the Long Reach. Ridgehorn looks out over Danglers Bay and Strand, built at the time when dredge regularly emerged from the deep fjords nearby, threatening commerce. Over time, the dredge diminished near Ridgehorn, then stopped altogether, the fort falling to disuse. Spine Isles. The smattering of rocks emerge from Dangler's Bay as if a sea serpent coils up in the water, its spines breaking the waves. Over time, the spines have eroded, fallen, and become a general nuisance for longships. But this seems to have a little impact on trade between Arborang and Strand. Seahorn. Roughly halfway between Arborang and Strand, Seahorn stand not as just one of the dragged warning towers, but soon doubled as a lighthouse when heavy trade between the two cities found many longships washing up alongside hidden stones and rocky bluffs jutting out into the vast. Alright. There's a lot. We're not going to do all the reading now, but it's cool that they really fleshed out the world. We head north, then east, past the forts. Grofheim's far from Strand. Going to be a long march. You should have drank last night, Luden. Why not take the ships to Skrymister? What? Skrymerstead? What's the point of marching? The Silverstone Bay is called for a reason. It stays covered in ice all year. It would tear up the longships. Too bad, though. We could have shown you all the wonders of Skrymerstead. I know I'm completely butchering that. A half-sunken city crawling with dredge, Prince. Dredge and glaciers. You like glaciers? Luden exhales through the nose, a poor disguise for his contempt. He turns and bats aside the tent flaps as he goes, barking at his company in the distance. Don't poke the anthill, Wagner. He seems no happier to be here than you. Spend a few more days with the boy, old friend. You'll be looking for a tall cliff to hop off to. He doesn't seem very pleasant, that Luden guy. Luden's got a shorter wick than Hacken. Thanks, Wagner. Let's get moving. Another half day to Vetterfall if we're lucky. So let's see if we can't promote Gunnulf. The greatest warriors on the battlefield are those who live past their first battle to start a journey down the path to legend. Sure. I got 2 points available. Okay, interesting. What is this? I like this Tempest ability, but let's upgrade his I forgot what this is called, willpower. Alright. Now what is this +2 thing? Oh, that's his ranking, I think. Look at this guy. I love the portraits here. I love this little menu. That's pretty cool. Hakken is something of a legend in Varl culture. When we met Wagner, it was during the Second Great War, in which the two became known for cutting a swath through dredge where others were struggling just to stay alive. Wagner was always the charismatic leader. There was no question about which of the two would win in a fight. Interesting. Mogir. Moger. I think it's Moger. Moger is an old hand in Varl culture, long on the front line of the fight against the dredge. He's had the occasional brush with leading a clan of his own, but eventually settled well into commanding Wagner's personal army of Varl warriors, and is highly respected amongst them. Okay. Interesting. So killing people is also something you need to pay attention to because it affects promotions. Let's rest. Okay, let's get out of here.
Even the
hey, we made it to
Vetterfell, where frozen wind
so
sweeps
far.
in from the bay.
Nice.
They tend
Maybe I shouldn't have rested at the camp.
But most are just men
well,
driven
hindsight
from
is,
Strand,
you know,
with nowhere else to go.
here we are.
Why else would anyone stay? We won't stop long.
I love this little, like I said, I love this. I don't know if it's a loading animation, but I love how it's animated, like you're progressing through the town to load the next world. Peasant. By Harderborg, that's a lot of Varl for some missing cattle. What? A couple days back, sent word to Strand about the cattle. Didn't expect an army. He looks pleased with himself until it sinks in that you aren't here on his behalf. Where have your cattle gone? Wouldn't know. My boys see men up the hills carrying them away. Don't know many men who can hoist a whole cow by himself. Scofflings out here, maybe? Could they have Varl working for them? Not from what the governor told me. I'm gonna go take a look around and get camp set up. The peasant spits, his eyes anxiously darting about as the caravan sets up tents. We'll be here no more than a day. There's silver for any food you've got. For hundreds of Varl? Are you serious? Whatever you're willing to sell. You think of squatting? Not enough room for a couple hunters here. Forget hundreds of... Shut up. Hear that? Where's Luden? It's faint. Sounds like fighting. And something else. Hakken takes off at a run. Uh-oh. How did we miss that? At least he heard it. Hakken's pretty alert. That's good. Oh, that's interesting. For each enemy armor higher than your strength. So my strength is 10 and his armor is 16. There's a 10% chance the attack will be deflected. So there's a 60% chance that my attack will be deflected. Notice the chance if it's shown above the attack button. Oh god. Is Luden dead? So you want to take out his... Oh boy. What is going on here? These guys are tough as hell. I don't want to, So he's dead? Well, this sucks. Is it supposed to be this hard? When an enemy falls in battle, 1 willpower star is added to your horn. Using the horn will give 1 willpower to the active ally. It sucks that the guy died. It's kind of sad. I don't know what I could have done differently. Oh, they're just injured. Okay, they're not dead quite yet. Be right back, guys. Alright, so I don't think it's all bad. They're just injured. They're not dead. So that's a plus. I'm glad they're not dead. You're trying to get yourself killed, Luden? What are you doing? I was trying to get a shot in between the plates. You've never seen a dredge before, boy? What kind of idiot? Break their armor first. Where did they come from? We didn't even see them. They were just there. Hacking goes to where Wagner lies facing down. The future of Varl King lies motionless, aside from a spreading pool of blood. Wagner is dead. What? How did... Well, it looks like I'm gonna wait. Oh, let them come to me. Uh-oh. Let's move. Let's hit him with Mark Prey. Ah, okay, that's like a free attack. Oh boy. Let's see what the regular attack does. Hey, dude. Nope, she doesn't attack this time, looks like. So that'll be interesting for later. Why does he keep attacking her? Oh, you're dead now, buddy. Boom! Hey. Nice. Was that a dredge? Alette looks calm, but you can tell her heart is about to beat right out of her chest. It was. Let me see. Are you hurt? No, I'll be fine. When the dredge attacked your cart and the yaks bolted, it split most of your supplies. You could see more dark figures moving through trees when you glanced that direction. All that food. That's the last we're going to get before winter. Do we What do we do? Don't run. Let me think. Okay, let's get out of here. Okay. What are they even doing here? No clue, but we need to warn everyone right now. Because they're tough, and two of us trying to fight more of them, it's going to be quite a challenge. Supplies represent food and other goods used to keep everyone alive on the road. When supplies are gone, people will start to die of starvation. The more people are in a caravan, the faster supplies will diminish. You can see how many days of supplies you have left on a travel display at the top of the screen. Most towns will have supplies to sell, as well as a few items. There we are. I'm assuming that's us. This is a beautiful shot right here. Wow. At least we made it to Skoger. These names, man.
I never expected to see the dredge with my own eyes. What happened in the north? Already we see more between the trees as we approach our home, and Alette grips my hand tight. We must find Ivor.
Okay, let's see if we can't find someone important to warn about the dredge coming in from the forest. Ivor. The enormous Varl in question towers over the men in the training field. She squints as you approach. Already back, Huntmaster? Thought you'd be tomorrow. Dredge. Everywhere. Dredge. How did they get through Greyhorn? Must have broken through the fort. The fighters nearby have stopped sparring. They gather around you. Damn it, they'll be here soon if they're not already. You hear screams. From the outskirts, people are running toward the Great Hall. Ivor turns to one of the older boys in his group of fighters. Eggle. Eggle? Eagle? Let's go with Eagle, that sounds cooler. Take Alette to the Great Hall. Tell the chieftain what's happening. The rest of you gather up as many people as you can. Come on, Alette. No, wait. I want to help. I want to invite some goats to join us too. You're asking for dead kids. I won't let anything happen to her. They'll have to deal with it sooner or later, Ivor. What now? Fuh. Eagle, keep your shield up. We just hold them off until everyone's inside. Then we figure out what to do next. More shouts draw your attention to some houses atop a nearby hill. Oh boy. I mean, we need all the people we can get. Oh, there's the dredge. You see them? There's a ton of them. Let's go to this house. Sure enough, dredge are gathering in number. You hear misplaced laughter nearby. Past the pile of corpses, a man is single-handedly holding back 4 dredge with a battered spear. Behind you. What? I mean, what kind of name is that? Behind you, Trigivy? Trigby? Shouts Ivor, who shoots you a dour look. If Try, which is going to call him Try, if Try is known for being a madman, at least he's the sort who's going to hold a spear in the right direction. He smiles a mile wide when he realizes you're going to have to fight your way out of this. Turn order. Units move in the order you place them, from left to right. This initiative order is very important when setting up strategies. For example, put archers after melee units so that they can stay behind your heavy hitters. How do I move them? Move, okay. I like this. And we give her her bracelet. I guess we're ready for battle. This should be extremely interesting, right? Hopefully I don't fail. But you never know. I don't like the look of that big guy in the distance. What is battery? Oh god. Okay. We're not doing so bad. We're taking a little more. Actually, no, we're fine. Hey, we got one of them. Nice. Okay, we gotta. So I knocked all his shielding. Okay, he's dead as well. Nice. Resist. Awesome. Let's mark prey. That is so cool that we all attack. I managed to resist again. Unfortunately. How much health does alright, right? 7 out of 12? Okay. I was hoping to do a little more damage. Nice. Down. Now we're in pillage mode. Now you're fucked, buddy. Why is he... Let's mark prey. Nice. I love the mark prey ability. Oh, I didn't know that. So I gotta pay attention to that when I'm... Don't worry so much about armor if they've got low armor, because low enough armor means my regular attacks will do enough damage to kill them. Okay, I have to remember that, because I'm so worried about the dredge having such high armor that I'm not focusing on trying to kill them. I'm focusing too much probably on trying to destroy their armor. No, I appreciate it. This is my first time playing, so any advice is welcome, because I want to be able to beat the game. I want to enjoy the game fully. I don't want to be frustrated by combat, which so far I'm having a lot of fun playing this game. Everything is very interesting. Story, the combat, the characters, I'm having a good time. We'll be right back, guys, and we'll continue. Yeah, I'm glad I fixed it, Nadine. I know it was annoying, but I finally got it fixed. Let's see what happens. We took out some more dredge. The dredge seem a lot different than humans in terms of armor, so I gotta definitely pay attention to that. Here we go. You take stock of your handiwork. Think I'll stick with you, lads, says Try. Unless you've got other ideas. Ivor grunts something non-committal. A black horde is forming at the tree line. Enough of this, says Ivor, glancing over his shoulder. We're going back, then adds, Rook, I'm doing one more check of the houses around here. See if you can find anyone. As you turn to head back, a colossus appears around the side of a house. It silently looms over Alette, its face an expressionless, stony mask. More terrifying than any roar it may have produced. Time seems to slow as it pulls back its enormous mace. If you are in adjacent squares and you do a big enough attack, armor or health, you will make one armor to every distance. Oh, interesting. I'll have to remember that as well. Shout at Alette. Shoot it with an arrow. As though second nature, you notch an arrow. Knock an arrow. Alette is sitting directly between you and the dredge, making the shot perilous at best. If you're off by a few inches, your arrow flies above the dredge's head, planting itself in a wooden beam. Alette looks in your direction with confusion. The dredge does not. She catches a glimpse of the dredge above her and freezes in terror. Suddenly, Eagle's between the dredge and Alette, his shield above him. The black stone mace falls. Eagle's shield crumples, and so does the boy beneath it. A moment later, Ivar is there, his sword run through the neck of the dredge. He's gone, says Ivar, looking over the boy's shattered skull. Alette gasps, her hand to her mouth. I'm checking the other houses, Ivar remarked. See, wow, he died real quick. See if you can find anyone and then meet me at the Great Hall. Oh yeah, let's get some promotions. Yeah, which is super cool. Kesey, I hope that's your name, Kesey. I love the decisions that you make, you know? I always like games that offer me the choice to do what I want and not force me to play how they want. Okay, so let's promote some guys. I forgot what this does. Oops. That's it. I don't think anyone else. Okay. Okay, let's head to the Great Hall, meet up with Ivar, and figure out what our next step is. Because it seems like we're in a bad spot right now. You find anyone? A few. Sent them inside. Gods, this is bad. About Gil. It was my fault. He was a good fighter for his age. No family. I forgot what it's like facing Dredge. I'm out of practice, Rook. Look, as long as I've known you, you've always wormed your way out of talking about Dredge. This would be the time to start talking. I can tell you that they rarely stop for rest. The sooner we leave, the better. They'll follow us until we're tripping over tired women and children. Then they'll attack. Even if we're wiped out, they'll keep coming, trampling corpses in their wake. There's no end to them. Wow, that seems like a very formidable foe. How did anyone survive the Great Wars? Ask the Menders. I wasn't there. But I know you fought your fair share. Yeah, I've killed enough slag for one lifetime. That's why you're going to save us now. Seems easy, Rook, right? Don't lay that on me. Come on, let's get inside. Let's just continue with the Great Hall, because we've already bought a few supplies, so we've already upgraded the heroes we can, so let's just continue. Let's see if we're going to escape or try to hold our ground. Rook, thank the gods you made it. The Great Hall is an utter din, filled as it is with dozens of terrified families. Don't worry. Don't worry. Yeah, don't worry, dude. We're fine. Don't stop worrying yet. I haven't. What in the depths is going on? Dredge milling around, ransacking houses. The chieftain's wife finds you, pushing through the crowd. Oh, hello. They must know we're here. Why haven't they attacked? Don't know. I wouldn't expect it to last. I've made some decisions, but tell me straight, what would you both do in my place? I'd have left by now. They're already outside the doors. Not so easily done. Rook? Oh boy. Oh, that makes it even more interesting, Cassie. That, oh, that's cool. So some major characters might die because of my decisions. Okay. That makes it even more interesting. I think we can hold out. I trust Ivor. We gotta get out of here. I imagine us fighting back and saving the town. But nonsense. Ivor's right, of course. We can't just wait to be slaughtered. Where do we go? If Dredge are coming down from the north... Varl. To the west. It's close and it has walls. I tend to be free of Skogar in one push. Nobody left behind. I wouldn't. If they follow us, we're done. What do you suggest? Let me create a distraction, then go. I'll catch up on the road to Varl. I didn't ask for advice, just ignore it. Promise you're not throwing away your lives on this. That wasn't part of my plan. Ivor? Nope. Then I'm coming with you. That catches you by surprise. The chieftain rubs his chin but doesn't argue. From the training she's given Alette, you've no doubt she can handle a bow. Fine, I'll get the townspeople ready. Make your move, Ivor. We'll leave when you're clear. Uh-oh. Oh. So, we get another character, Oddleaf, I think her name is. She seems pretty badass. But we'll find out. I'll let find you before you have a chance to find her. I know what you're doing. You have to let me come with you. Don't leave me. Please. I'll be good. Yeah, let's go. I promise, she says. Ivor soon finds you both. Let's go. Remember, we're not trying to fight them all. We're just getting their attention. You step into the town courtyard where you can already see Dredge in every direction. Ivor starts banging the shield and swearing at them. We kill a few, he shouts, and the rest will follow. You steel yourself for a tough fight. Okay, I'm a little nervous, I'll be honest. But I think I hope I have enough understanding of the game. So we definitely want to keep these two in the back because they're archers. I kind of like the battle. I would have liked a few more melee characters because the archers... We'll see. A little concerned, but we'll find out what happens. Okay. Definitely want to move them closer to the center, right? Yeah, let's do that. Let's rest. Oh boy. Okay, they're moving in. It's time we start moving in as well. Let's be aggressive. I definitely want to be aggressive if possible. Because I want to... am I... Okay, well, then I'm not so worried about him. Rain of Arrows. That sounds pretty badass. Wonder what this does. Well, let's might as well try it. Oh, that guy came out of nowhere. Back up, buddy. Okay, that's one dead. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's not good. Nope. Oh. Oh. Uh-oh. Maybe I'll... Oh god, this is not going as well as I'd hoped. It's this big guy that... A little bit of a crit. I gotta move her out of here. She's low on health. Oh, well, that was a waste of a turn then. I didn't know that. Dang it. Okay, he's down. I'm a little upset that Oddleaf got hurt. Okay, why isn't attack? Okay, I have to pay attention to that. Okay, he's dead. No, don't hurt her. Oh my god, how did she manage to survive? I'm a little disappointed in that outcome. I was hoping Oddleaf wouldn't go down. Yeah, I gotta pay attention to that so I can damage more enemies at once. Ah, dang it. It's okay. Next time. Just gotta pay attention. At least I know that her ability is a mine and not an actual, like, active ability immediately. You have no problem getting the dredge to follow. Things begin to look dicey, but you're eventually able to lose them in thick woods where they have difficulty keeping up. You climb to an overlook and wait for the caravan to appear. An hour later, Oddleaf is the first to spot them. There, she points to the road. As you rejoin them, you can tell there was trouble. Some people wounded, others missing. The group is gathered at the rear of the caravan. Oddleaf walks beside a covered figure in the open wagon. Old fool, she says through clenched teeth. I should have stayed with him. The chieftain's death hits you like a blow to the gut. You continue on to Varl in silence. Aulette's hand firmly in your own. Pausing to catch your breath, you glance backward to see the caravan stretch out past the point of safety. They're spaced out so far you're unable to see those bringing up the... We've got to pull them together, says Ivar. It'd be dangerous to stop until at least the Godstone. The pass should be just ahead. Give the others a chance to find us, you tell those around you at the front. You beckon the stragglers to pick up their feet, eventually bringing the caravan back together. However, many curse the slower pace and the lost time. Is that the Godstone? That looks pretty cool. Far enough for today, I think. After a day of misery, men and women dropped their meager possessions beneath the Godstone of Herdveldir. What are we doing? We just left our homes because suddenly there was Dreg. Chieftain did what I suggested and look what we got for it. Look at these people. Somebody has to hold them together. That's you, Rook. You mean when? I'll be honest with you. These men can't take on Dredge by themselves. I expect we'll lose 2 for every slag we take down. So we run? Only if you want to lose women and children. We're going to have to fight, and there are going to be deaths. Gods be damned. Why is this happening? Think of how I feel. I'm stuck nursing a bunch of weaklings. You do care, I can tell. Feh, men are a plague on the world worse than any dredge, as far as I can tell. Chats like this are why we get along so well, Ivar. So no one really likes humans, especially the Varl. A young girl from the caravan approaches you. I made this for you, she says, handing you a crude necklace carved from a branch she must have found nearby. Thank you for saving my mama, she says, before running back to her tent. Back at your tent you browse Alette, who clings to your arm until she's completely awake. Bad dreams. Eventually the camp is broken down and it's time to move on to Frostbarrel. It feels like an end more than a start. We're running out of food. Boy. I think we made it though, hopefully. The caravan halts when a group of men appear on the trail, weapons at their feet. We've seen the dredge in your wake, says one. We don't wish to meet them alone. If you let us join you, we'll show you a watering hole with enough animals to fill those supply wagons. An inherent fear of strangers raises mutters from the... We were hunting here for food when the dredge found our village, says the man. When we returned... If you'll be no trouble, come along, you say. The men cautiously join your ranks and prove trustworthy. The hidden watering hole nearby is teeming with animals, and soon your supplies are nicely restocked. Boom! Plus 12 fighters, plus 5 renown, plus 18 supplies. Awesome. During a rest, one of the men get too drunk and end up splashing mead in a warrior's face. A brawl erupts. Many thrown fists and a broken bone later, the instigator, Raffenbatter, is tossed on the ground at your feet, angry clansmen looking for satisfaction. His personal defense is little more than drooling mumbles. You grab a rope from the supplies and make short work of the sot. A few onlookers throw scraps at him, but mostly just walk away with a laugh, at least content that some measure has been taken. Yeah, we don't want to do too much. I mean, we need the people. The caravan is visibly relieved to find a small village on the way to Frostville, with beds and fresh supplies. The locals here are shocked by the news you bring and discuss it amongst themselves while you set up nearby. I'm assuming we're going to be taking these people along as well, so we need more supplies. This is fun. Nice little town. Leave. What's this? Rest? Let's rest. Definitely need a rest. Map. Market. Let's train some of our heroes up, since we got a few promotions. I think almost everyone was promoted, right? Besides Oddleaf. Ivor is close, right? He needs 2 more kills, okay? Let's... Oh, nice. Even Olette. Definitely got to get our armor up and our health. Poor Oddleaf. Alright. Yeah, I always try to balance the food. I think we have enough food. We'll be alright for now. Let's talk to Try and see what's going on. Try. Guess I better thank you for helping us out back there. Tryv turns his head, eyes as wide as though something was stalking him. Nice beard, Rook. That's not why I'm here. Oh, okay. Why are you here? Fat clansman. What? They eat, don't know how to kill a thing, Rook. He rolls the R in Rook gratuitously while holding out a spear for you to inspect. Look at this thing. They grow on trees. You can make this from a tree. My advice, show them how to stick some pigs, or stick a rabbit, a bird. You can silk almost anything, Rook. Glad you finally asked. Don't trust a man just because they have faces and use their mouths. A man will look at you right through his helmet and lie. Should I trust you, Try? Come on, Rook. Am I wearing a helmet? Have I always been Try? Dumb question, Rook. Look, I hear what you say behind my back. Tryv's handsome. Trigvy's brave. But you're the right man for this job. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Well, I get it. We all got things to do. Me, I was about to go swimming. At least you're keeping clean. Nobody comes looking for you in a pool of water, you know. Don't let me waste too much time there, okay? We'll come get you before we leave. I'll see you around. It's the middle of winter, dude. Only if you keep your eyes open, Rook. I think that's it. Let's look at the map real quick. See how far we are from Varl. Hopefully it's not too much further away. Because we have been traveling for quite some time. Oh, we're pretty close. Okay, so I don't need to even get supplies because we're super close. Okay, I was gonna buy some more, but looks like we're like a day's walk. So let's go. You're only just outside the village when two men in red approach. My name is Hogan, says one, gesturing to the other. My brother is Mogan. Many from the village wish to join you. Whoa. What's up with all this aggression, dude? What's going on? These bastards don't speak for us. They've been trying to divide the village since you got here. True. You can keep whoever wants to stay and die. The rest of us will go with the reasonable people of Skoger. Oh, they're twins. I'll have you both gutted before I let half the village desert. Behind the angry village, a mob of armed thugs have appeared, all furrowed brows and nervous stares. You both know what will happen to the rest of us if the fields are abandoned. Nobody leaves. Dredge my ass. I don't know what that scam is this time, Hogan, but you've got two choices. Get back to work, or I'm finally putting you in the ground. Mogan, what do you say? Thought it was unfair that he only asked me. Mogan draws his axe slowly, followed by Hogan. Despite their confidence, the brothers are significantly outnumbered. I think I make a poor farmer. Oh boy. You hurt, Mogan? No, we should have done that years ago. Nah, I can't go around killing for no good reason. This was a good reason. Okay. We didn't involve ourselves, we let them hash it out. Some people died. The brothers head back to the village and soon many of the villagers have joined your caravan. Hogan introduced you to his young son and wife, all grins, unconcerned about the fact that you never agreed to let them come. You don't bother arguing. Before long, you set out again. Alette marches quietly alongside the caravan, a little distance since leaving the village. When you stop for a rest, Oddleaf approaches you both. Okay, let's see what Oddleaf has to say. I'm sure she's going to bring up her dead husband. Alette, I have something for you. Oddleaf has gathered up the long banner from the caravan and smiles warmly as she passes it to Alette. What's this about? I was hoping you'd sew up the banner with everything that has happened since we left Skoger. Come find me another time, Rook, and we'll talk. Before you can comment, she departs. Dad, are you the chieftain now? Oh, then that means you're both quiet for a moment while Alette unfurls the banner. Oddleaf has been teaching me how to sew. She speaks pretty highly of you. Can we read the part about Mom? You nod. On the banner has been sewn the history of the families who have lived in Skoger throughout the years, just as is done on every banner in every town. I wish she was here, but I'm kind of glad she isn't. The section of banner about your family is short, but Alette has been sewing in colorful designs. Why do you say that? So she doesn't have to deal with all of this. Dredge, leaving home, and why don't you stop those men from killing each other in the village? I mean, if it's okay to ask. Yeah, I know, Dad. I think you're doing a good job. Thanks, Alette. I like to not involve myself in other people's business if I can. Alright, as far as I know, let's talk to Oddleaf. She said she wanted to talk about something. How are you doing, Odd? I'm alright. Not at first. Sometimes when a loved one dies, people say it doesn't sink in for a while. And it sunk in for me right away. People tell me I'm a strong woman. It's funny, my father named me Oddleaf before I was even born. He wanted a boy so badly. Strong woman. What does that even mean? Don't take this the wrong way, but I don't want to be known for handling my feelings. If I feel nothing about my husband dying, people think I'm strong. If I cry because my insides feel like they're on fire, I'm weak. Why does that feel so backwards? I'm sorry, Rook. It's been hard. You're not sure what to say. In the many years you've known the chieftain's wife, this is probably the most you've ever talked. You asked me to come find you? Yes, it's about the banner. I thought about it a long time. You asked me to give it to you, you know, if something happened. You're right, I should. It should be mine. I could carry it, but I thought about why he named you. I get it. They won't follow a woman. Families would leave. Our banner would be divided. Come on, Rook. This isn't time for pretend. It's not just about our small town. What happens the first time we need something from another clan? How will that go? And the first time someone thinks they can take advantage of us? Yeah, I kind of agree, Cassie. I guess not doing anything is also doing something. But I feel like between the two decisions of siding with the brothers or the villagers, it's not my choice. We ran because we had no choice. It's their decision to do what they want. It's not my decision to force them to do what I think they should do. And the first time when someone thinks they can take advantage of us, I think this is what has to happen. She looks sideways, eventually giving over a timid smile. I'm not sure if that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard or the sweetest. Listen, I know I dragged this out. The truth is, my husband and I can never have a child. I don't want our banner to end here. It'll be safe with you and Alette. I know you're going to take care of her. She puts her hand on her shoulder and she heads back to the camp. Okay, let's get the hell out of here. Okay. I feel like we're super close to Frost Varl. At a small split in the trail, a few fighters stopped to speak with you, each carrying a single pack. We recognize this place, one man says. Spent several years here with some kin. If they're still around, we have to warn them of what's coming. With luck, we'll find you again in less than a week. You thank the men for coming to you, but raise your voice for everyone to hear. We all make decisions for ourselves and our families. We're all free to do what we must. Agreement echoes throughout the caravan as a small group of men take their leave. There it is. Complaints of Raffenver's excessive drinking have resurfaced. This time the man stumbled over some tent ropes, pulled the snag canvas through a campfire, nearly setting the supply wagon aflame. Clansman pulled out the fire on both the wagon and Raffenvarder's leg before leading him to you. Dredge, shouts a man from the back of the caravan. It's Raffenver, the unabashed drunk, staggering toward you looking not entirely sober. He screams again, pointing to the trees in the distance. Fear races through the caravan as fighters pull their weapons. The Scots return with no sightings and furious men surround. The man's meager belongings and some food are thrown in the pile as everyone moves on. He's tied loose into a tree. You expect he'll break his bonds eventually once he sobers up. I can't deal with drunks. I can't deal with it. Please, I swear, he pleads to your back, finally realizing his plight. Whether his His dreg, or imagine or not, you don't expect to see him again. I can't deal with him.
Once a strong, thriving city, the walls of Frostvellir now just keep the howling winds at bay. With luck, they'll hold out against Dredge as well.
We've made it. Frost Varl. You jostle through fallow crowds of sunken faces who appear as though they've been freezing in front of Frostelbeer for days. The gates are closed. You come to stop at the bottom of the hill. Uh-oh. Looks like they're not letting anybody in. This is not looking good. Why are there so many people in the fields? You can't stay outside in the open like this. Oddly, find you amongst the many refugees. Brooke, I just talked to some of the women here. Nobody's being let into the city. Why? It's overrun with Varl from Blotsbalker, Greyhorn, people from Bitra, all the nearby villages. The Dredge are everywhere. And the chieftain of Frostelbeer has locked himself in his great hall. That's when they close the gates. When the Dredge come, these hills will turn red. We have to get in there. I see a lot of people gathered around the rest houses and gates. We could find out what they know. How do we get in anyway? They closed the gate. I can get that gate open. Let's see if there's any other way before we start breaking down gates. I wasn't going to break it. Just push really hard. I like Ivar's attitude. Let's go to the gate. You approach the gate, where hundreds of people have gathered. In the trodden, bloody space in front of the doors, several pincushion bodies lie unclaimed, as though they simply belong there. Archers up on the walls make it clear that nobody will be getting in. Men and women below intermittently call for mercy and reason. We're not flinging stones and curses. You spent an hour talking to different people who still the same story. A couple days ago, the chieftain shut himself in, closed the gates, and refused any more refugees. They've got huge stores of supplies in there too, adds one man. They're just hoarding them. We're from Skoger. Open the gates, you shout to the archers, not expecting much. You get as much response as you expected. Archers up on the walls, da-da-da-da-da. I'm willing to try, grunts Ivor, despite sizing up doors that look like they could hold back an army. And when men start shooting arrows and pouring out to stop you, then you kill them, he says. You're not sure this is the most sound plan. This is a terrible idea, you say. We don't even know how many are in there. Ivor folds his arms. He seems almost relieved that he didn't have to live up to his earlier boast. You leave the crowds and head back down the hill. There are a lot of people here gathered around the rest of the houses, says Oddly, pointing. Maybe we can find help there, or at least make ourselves useful. Yeah, I like Ivor. I'd rather not him get skewered by arrows. You spend a whole day at the rest houses. Everyone gives you the same story. The chieftain just da 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 da. There are a lot of wounded people here, adds Alette. We could help them. The rest house is overflowing with refugees, the sick and wounded, and noise. Alette and Oddly spend the day along with others in your caravan treating wounds, most of which come from the archers at the gates. I overheard from one woman that the city has been sending carts with food around. Could be a way in, Ivor replies. Next time they send a cart, we'll bring it back in. Oddly protests. Aside from leading to a fight, it would probably mean no more food for the refugees. Keep your sword down until we need it, you tell Ivar. We'll make a deal unless they're looking for a fight. Early the next day, you spot another guard leaving the gates of the city. After they've thrown their scraps to the refugees, you approach. Let's see if we can talk them down. Stop. My friend wanted to talk with you. It's not what I wanted. Think I can guess why. If we knew there were more fighters than Varl out here, Ekkel might have brought you into the city. Who's Ekkel? He's obviously the chieftain. He's in charge up there. In charge of what? Better let him explain. I think he'll try. Alright, looks like we're fighting. I quickly decided to fight. Maybe I shouldn't have been so eager, but... Oh, Mogan and Dogan. Alright, let's go, Mr. Hold on, what items? Okay. This should be interesting. Maybe I shouldn't have fought him. Yeah, you know what? I'll live with that decision. Oh, there's not many of them anyway. Oh, I killed that dude? I didn't... What happened? Who is moving first? I am. Whoa, 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 whoa! Okay, that's one down. Doesn't matter what you wanted to do or not. This is what we're doing now. Boom! Why did I do that? We just took 5 health. We just took 5 damage. Okay. He's down as well. Oh no, don't. She's. Does he hit Mogar too? Mogan? It does hit Mogan. Okay, that's... Let me try this attack again. She's gonna die, isn't she? Okay, well, I will not be using Oddleaf anymore. I will be using the other Mogan brother, because Oddleaf sucks. I thought having two archers would be beneficial, but turns out no, it is not. It's actually really annoying. Okay, well, he's dead. Alright. Oh. Boy. This is not... Listen. She's strong? Okay, well... Why did I attack my own? Okay. That was stupid of me. Man, this fight is ending. It's going a lot worse than I thought. Archers have a passive. If you don't move them on attack, they bypass armor. Oh! Well, that's good to know. Okay, that fight ended a lot worse than I wanted it to. I lost 2 people. They got hurt. But, I got a promotion out of it. Obviously, with time, I'll get better at it. So we'll see. I'll try Oddleaf one more time. Because I like the idea of archers. But maybe I'm just not utilizing them correctly, so we'll see. Okay, not Like this, says the leader as he falls. You gather the bodies, taking their shields with you for show. It'll be another fight when they realize what happened, says Ivor. With the cart in tow, you approach the gates, which are drawn open for you. As Ivor predicted, as soon as you cross through the gates, the guards see unfamiliar faces, panic and draw weapons, while refugees rush through the open doors. A man wearing black watches the fight from a distance. Oh shit. Holy crap, that's... If you max out health... Damn, that's insane. Well, let's swap. I don't like the fact that I couldn't rest my characters to heal them, but I will hopefully play this a little smarter. Let me move her more central. Okay. Boy, they sure are surrounding Ivor. I should have moved them closer, okay. Lesson learned. Does Colette have a larger range? She does indeed. Colette. Oddly. Oh, okay. Oh. I wish I had like a ability here. I don't really like that. Okay, he's dead. Makes me feel a little bit better. Boy, I'm not happy with how much damage. Damn, with this armor. Oh my god. Okay. I am fucking up bad. I can do this, right? Thread the needle. Eventually I will get better at this game. I kind of want to restart the encounter, to be honest. Oh, I dodged. Nice. Okay, he's dead. Okay. We're okay. Hey. Nice, we dodged again. Pillage mode. Okay. Oh, I'm losing. Really? Oh, okay. I got to pay attention. I'm not. Okay. Well, that encounter went a little tougher than I was hoping, but we survived in the end. I think I got a promotion out of it. Just I got to pay more attention to the combat. What in the depths are you doing? Letting ourselves in. I see that. I'm very impressed. But all those people you just let in here? Dead. All those women and children with you? Dead. And thanks for killing the only ones holding this place together. Skull. What are you talking about? A man orders his guards to get the doors closed again before more refugees notice. If I knew there were fighters and a Varl outside, I would have brought you in. I'm Ekel. I'm in charge here. You heard about the chieftain? We heard he's hiding out in the Great Hall. Oh, really? Think you mean hiding out in a grave? He's eating worms, if that wasn't clear. What happened in here? As soon as they heard dreads were coming, anyone who couldn't swing an axe got one to the head. That's the short story, anyway. At least 3 clans in here are warring over turf and food, and the worst are the godforsaken Varl. He eyes Ivar and shrugs with exaggeration, as if simply stating the obvious. We're in more danger here than out there? Look, I was in charge here before things went to crap. You've got some people who can fight, you've got a Varl who apparently has the strength of a god. I can keep your flock safe in the Great Hall. You fight for me, and to take back Frostvarel. I don't take sides. Too hard to tell when the good guys have become the bad. Fine, cut these sheep loose and watch your own asses. What do I care? All I want to do right now is get out of the damn streets. Think carefully about what you want. Might as well join them. Little did they sleep. Chapter 3, nice. Okay, we're back. Hacking, we're back. Okay. I was able to get about as many warriors from Strand as you wanted, and more weapons. Extra supplies, too. You perk up, just now realizing Mogard's been talking to you. Since Wagner died, everyone has been looking to you to make the decisions. It's exhausting. Hacking? I heard you. I was saying the Varl we sent to Strand have returned. The governor gave us most of what we wanted. Good enough. Much resistance from the governor. Some. I don't think he was happy about us buying his fighters using his own money. He also insisted we take on a lackey of his to watch over his property. A man named Eric. Eric, I met him. He seemed competent enough. Regardless, the governor will have to get over it unless he wants a dredge crawling through his streets. We've put down every slag that has wandered through here while you were gone. Enough flapping a mouse then. You sure that wound is healed, Ludin? I agree, enough has already gone wrong. If something happens to the prince on a mission of peace, the alliance would rot. Or worse. Why, aren't you the fabled dredge killers? How did you let them get this far south? We're not watchmen for the world. Watch your tone. If they're here, then something has gone wrong. It's a shield? That's the name. And he shouldn't be here. We would only be made to do this again later, and I will not suffer it a second time. Either take us through the wandering road, or do your job and slaughter some dredge. Ludin turns abruptly with a scowl. He stands back to his ring of tents and followers. What a little pissant. Wandering road's not an option with this many. I could crush the boy's skull with one hand. If Ludin won't be deterred, you'll have to deal with it. Don't let Ludin get to you. Let's go. I'm sick of looking at this dump. What do I tell the warriors, Hacken? Oh boy, we haven't played with these set of characters in a while. What is this thing? I don't remember what has transpired here. Hope I didn't just hit the leave button. Nope, let's add Eric to the party. Let's promote Hacken. Okay, we're done there. We got a ton of supplies. Holy crap. Let's... Who do I want to talk to? Let's talk to Moger first. See what he has to say. I'd ask you how you're dealing with Wagner's death, but I already know the answer. Do you? Steady old Mogr, which is good. I know most of these Varl, but they're not under my command. They came to follow Wagner. Tell you the truth, I wouldn't want to be in your position either. Though together this many Varl, half of them want to hit each other, the rest want to be left alone. Anyone I should keep an eye on? There's a couple of clan leaders trying to show off for each other. Not a big deal. I've got it under control. The fighters we just got from Stern aren't bad, but they're unruly. Give it a few days. And there are a few moaning about fighting for you instead of Wagner. Those are the ones to worry about. No, stream. And there are a few moaning about... Okay, I already read that one. What about Ludin's men? They don't want to hear anything from me. I know that. Any problems? Could be. Ludin's pet Varl is named Bursey. I'm not sure where he came from or what his deal is. Bastard knows how to fight, but there's something I don't like about him. His girl in red is scary too. Yurza. She's probably the best fighter Ludin's got, to be honest. I've overheard some of the Varl call her the Witch, so she's got magic powers. Why? The flaming arrows, I think. It's a good trick, but the fire upsets our Varl more than the dredge. Still doesn't make much sense. Witch? They're not scholars, Hacken. I think they're mostly just afraid of her. That makes more sense. Don't let her find out. More than I am? Any more rope and I'd hang myself. I doubt that. I forget, you weren't around back then. At one point I had more rope. I hung myself. So no, I'm not interested in command. It's all yours. Thanks. This many Varl? No, we should be alright. Things could get rough though. I don't like being the one to send Varl to their deaths. I like worrying about myself, and that's the extent of it. Who would have expected Wagner to drop like that to a couple of slag? I'm still wondering what happened. He had hundreds of dead slag to his name. I don't get it. He was assassinated, huh? Just happens sometimes. Maybe. Or not. Or I'm just thinking too much. No big moment. I'm sure it surprised him even more than us. Although, I have to wonder. Nah, never mind. Anyway, I'll worry about the warriors. You worry about not doing something stupid. That's asking a lot. I'd rather not say, Hacken. Why not? It's the kind of thing that gets stuck in your head and you need a clear one. It's better if you let me worry about it. How did Wagner die? He ran into Dredge. He wasn't expecting it. When we found him lying face down like he was struck from behind. Did he really get taken down by some random slag? Who else was there? You think Ludin? See? I thought so. He probably didn't, but... Damn it, we should keep an eye on that bastard. If you see anything else, tell me. I will. Let's get back to it. What is this thing? Oh, the map. Let's talk to Udin. I think that's his name. Udin. You knew him well, didn't you? Wagner? No. Well, I don't know. I remember him. Always rushing around with some important business, but I never knew him. Never got a chance to talk much. Longer than I did, in any case. I suppose so. When he spoke, Varl listened. I knew that. I could use help here. The Scrivener leans back, considering the sentiment. I've seen worse. They respect you for your ability to swing an axe. They need to respect you for your actions. But you're not talking to the right Varl. Oh, I didn't... Shit. How do you mean? What do I write? I write what happens. They've got a banner in Arborang for that, you know. You mean the long banner? Yes, the Menders wrote something that writes its own history. You want my opinion? I don't trust it. No? It tells a broad story. I think there's some value in the narrow. Whose story does it write? Mine? Theirs? Ludin's? Gods forbid. Ha! You relic. The gods have been dead a long time. Oh, have they? Old habits, I suppose. Do you know how old I am? Dare I ask? I'm competing, you know. Nobody knows how old we Varl can get, naturally. There's one by the name of Snorri. He's got a few years on me. Just hunkers in Grofheim collecting rhyme. Bastard might actually beat me. Another one named Krumer is close, I think, but the adult son of a bitch still welcomes a fight. He'll probably be off before I am. Although, Scrivener gestured around him as if to remind of the current situation. You chuckle. Anyway, point is, what difference does it make? I'm just a delivery barn for Jordaner now. Can't remember half what I've done. Hence the journal? Hence? Don't get fancy on my behalf, Hacken. Okay, I won't. God, how should I know? Never seen something like this before. Are you worried? Some of the Varl in the caravan think the world's coming to an end. Others think it's the best thing that can happen. No more black months. I'll take it. If it's the end, I'm ready. What about the rest of us? To the depths with you. That's funny. Okay, we can get out of here now. Okay, here we go. We haven't journeyed with them in a while, so this should be interesting. Because it's all Varl, so they're going to be a lot stronger and tougher. But I'm imagining harder fights as well there. Look at that, says Mulger. In the hills, more dredge. No more than a dozen, though. We could just as easily pass by as rush up there to slaughter them. Ludin overhears. There's a dozen dredge heading towards Strand, he says. You ask him when he started to care about Strand. I don't, he replies. I thought you did. Will do, he says. Hopefully they'll be able to catch back up to the caravan. I think we have enough Varl to pass. Hacken! You can hear Ludin's hard-booted trot as you set up the camp for the first day, and brace yourself. Can we speak as equals? We can try. It seems clear to me you plan to kill a lot of dredge along the way. Am I right? Yeah, fairly right. Then listen carefully. Don't assume only the Varl can fight. Do you understand me? That is my banner we fly to Grofheim, the banner of Arborang. I insist on joining in battle. Almost gutted in your first encounter and ready for more. Whatever you like, Prince. And, I expected more resistance. From Vrognir, maybe. They tell me you were his Kender. That's why you're in charge now. Some sort of next of kin? Varl thing? Don't you take on his responsibilities? Don't look down on me again. Don't you dare. When you're nearly 200 years, it's hard to take a 20-year-old man. Is that right? Seriously? You better start. We'll both be kings someday. That's the last thing I need to think about right now. Uh-oh. There's some tension going on between these two. What happened? What about what? Oh, we got a lady. Oh, we got another dude. Do I want more Varl? Or humans? More Varl, right? I'm assuming I like more Varl. That's how I feel. Varl are pretty tough. Let's rest real quick. And then let's go talk to Bursey. See what he has to say. You have a moment? As you approach Bursey, he lowers the book he was reading. He doesn't strike you as the book reading type. You're Bursey. You're hacking. We've gotten that out of the way, haven't we? I had some questions. Say what you want to say. What's a Varl doing working for another Varl? What difference does it make? It looks like you're in charge right now, so do me a favor and don't get Luden killed. He's important to you? No. But that's one way to put it. The same way as you, by fighting. You know what I mean. I robbed well-protected merchants for at least one man's lifetime. Is that what you mean? Yeah. Not anymore? I've had a lot of jobs. Can I trust you? What a loaded question. Depends what you mean. Whose back will you have if something goes wrong? Assume I'm looking out for myself, and you'll figure it out. Does Luden understand that? Luden doesn't even understand that half his army is here just to protect him from the people he talks to. Uh-oh. That's interesting. So humans suck except archers. Okay. That's what I thought, Kessie. I thought humans were weak besides archers. Okay. It's good to know. They seem to take a lot, they seem to do a lot less damage. They don't have as much armor or health. Yerzi, right? Yerza. She watches you approach with her head tilted back and points a thumb towards Luden's tent. No, here for you. Oh? Can we talk? Yerza shakes her head no, a smile on her lips, eyelids low. Why not? I don't. In those two curiously contradictory words, you get two impressions. She has a beautiful obsidian voice, and this might be a complete waste of time. She watches you expectantly. No, he's mine. Before you have the chance to be confused, she cackles, abrupt and loud, then looks slightly embarrassed. You are his personal guard, though. Her expression changes to, of course. How did you end up with someone like Luden? Luck. Varl and fire don't get along. All you get is a shrug. If you're going to use them... She pulls an arrow, there's a flick of the wrist you don't quite catch. Suddenly a bird combusts in the tree behind you and falls to the ground smoldering. Half the camp has turned to watch. Don't tell me not to. No. You do, though. I don't. She smiles warmly, clearly enjoying her game. She watches you expectantly. Well, this has been fun. Until next time, Yerza. Hacken? I'm a witch, so be careful. This is... So she's a very interesting character. Alright. Let's get out of here. We've made some headway with some of the characters. Yerza is definitely an interesting lady. Curious about the witch thing. I wonder what that means. You overhear a conversation while marching alongside the warriors. I'm happy to stomp some slags as much as the next Varl, but I didn't join up to take orders from Hacken, says one. Apparently he doesn't realize you're within earshot. Not willing to die for him either. You push toward the Varl, grab him by the horns, and with the full force of your body plant him into the ground. Law of Kenner means you are willing to die for me, you miserable son of a cow. He chokes out something of agreement, and the others step back warily. As you step away, you hear his friends laugh at his misfortune, and soon others join in. Yeah! Yeah, I'm the man. You little bastards. Or you big bastards. A small gathering of tents come into view. Group of merchants from the look of it. You ask what they're doing here. We are camped out at the Godstone ahead, one tells you, leaving an offering to Dengler, as one does. His expression turns. Then dregs start appearing out of nowhere. Some of us stayed. Thought the Godstone would be safe, but damned if I know why. We've been dodging them since we left. The caravan slows unexpectedly. Ward travels down the line, and then to Moger, who tells you, Dredge know we're coming, probably saw us back at Vetterfell, and did their usual lurking. Could have been bad if we plotted into them, but we saw them first. Dredge watch you, waiting to see what you do. When's the last time you commanded a few hundred hacking? Asked Moger. Don't overthink it. The warriors can take care of themselves. Whoa, this is an interesting concept. You take the wicked count, there must be at least 467 of them. You have 185 fighters and 456 Varl at your side. Oh shit. Here we go. Oh man, this is going to be an interesting battle. Certainly. Let's see what happens. Okay, we'll see what happens here. Doing a little bit of damage to us. Damn it, I always... Okay, gotta be careful. What's his health look like? Nine out of 15? Okay. Boy, humans suck. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Oh, that was stupid. What the fuck? I didn't mean to turn back. Okay, that's one down. Well, that sucks. I thought it was going to do a lot more than it did. That's bullshit. Seriously? What the fuck is their attack range? Why am I not paying attention? That's 2 down. Oh, I didn't mean to. Ah, man. And we are deflecting left and right. Hey, you're dead, bitch. Boy. That's okay. Oh, he's down? I didn't know he was that low of health. Oh, fuck that. Nope, don't end turn. Holy shit, Luden killed the big guy. Would not have expected it from Luden. Who would have thought Luden would have survived before, Okay, well, I can extend myself a little bit. Alright. Damn it! That was almost a perfect battle. probably gonna lose a few fighters, aren't I? We'll see. Maybe I should have just ran. You know what? Sometimes you gotta throw caution to the wind. Luden, just please don't die, Luden. Okay, we're doing alright. How are you so fucking weak, guy? Hey, okay. Oh, Luden's dead? Or Luden's down. I didn't even realize he got knocked out. Let's rest up. Let's let them move to us. Aha. Okay, well, we're losing a lot of fighters, but you know, I think this was a bad idea. I'll be honest with you. I don't think I should have done the second fight. Yeah. Okay. Well, this is gonna be okay, well, I did think this through. Is she gonna die? Nope, she's still alive. Wow, this fight ended I mean, I got it, right? But this was awful. I still got an item. That I don't want to talk about it. Oh boy. Ludin has been sending scouts ahead quicker and more nimble than your Varl. One rushes back just as you cross the hilltop, out of breath. Dredge, that direction, you overhear him tell. About a day away, they found a village. You ask what they're doing, tearing the place apart, he says. Maybe 1,000 of them or more, looking for gods know what. This will be a bigger fight than usual. Ludin is uncharacteristically silent, waiting to hear what you say. Everyone's injured. Really? I thought they would give. That's kind of lame, actually. I really don't want to. That sucks. How do I get out of this? I can't. If I'd have fucking known, that's so stupid. I didn't think about it. Well, now this will be quite an interesting test. I'm gonna move. Well, hopefully this. Okay. Oh boy. Why is what's her name so far ahead? I don't understand. Why would Let's put her in this corner. Let's Alright, we got it. Oh man. Yeah, that didn't go very well. That did not go very well. We did it, but we have to heal up real bad. We can't engage in any more fights. That looks like a village right there. With the village still away, you're eating on the march. As Varl approaches, we had words earlier, says Gris. You recall him claiming he didn't care for your command. You were right in what you did. Let me join your guard and fight at your side. Hey, I'll take him. You're close enough to hear a dredge rattling through the buildings below. Pull them out of the houses, Mogar suggests. Slag just can't resist an ambush. We'll have better luck in an open field. I don't want to fight any of these guys. I don't. My characters need rest. Oh, we meet some more Varl. Nice. Yes, Wagner didn't make it. You're serious? It's getting grim out here. But didn't expect that. You're flying this shield banner. What's happening? Isn't Ulfar in charge there? I'm Fasalt. Ulfar's still in shield, in case he needs to be. He sent me to meet Wagner. Well, you. We've seen nothing happening in shield yet. What do you mean? No dredge. They never came through shield. They're all pouring out of Ridgehorn. We only just found out about it. One group went that way, we came here. Ridgehorn, the fort on the bay? That place has been abandoned for hundreds of years. Yeah, maybe that's why they're there. By all accounts, it looks like another damned invasion. Ludin forces his way into the conversation. Wait a godless minute. What did you do? Careful now. You be careful. What did you start? You think men don't remember history? The long banner hangs in Arborang. The Second Great War nearly screwed us all. What did you do this time? Who the Fane is this? Are you insane? He just said an army of dredge are pouring out of that fort. Go on to Grofheim then, Prince. Have your blood on my hands would be worse than doing nothing. This shuts Ludin up for a moment. You can see the battle raging in his head. He looks desperate for safety, but he didn't expect to flee like a coward. He expects you to come along. He glances at his men. We're already this far. If this is what Varl's doing, I know of it, and so will my father. Besides, you need my help, and my fighters. If I go, so do Yurza and Bersi. Ha! The prince's courage. Paint me the villain, Hacken. What do I care? I'm sick of you being the only one to do as he pleases in this alliance. These are Varl lands. We're facing an army of dredge. How much experience do you have in these matters? True, mankind has never provoked them into war. You're going for a third. Is taunting the dredge into genocide a game for your kind? You curse and threaten pandemonium. The prince has chosen to be no responsibility of yours. If Ludin stays, so do Fasalt's warriors. They join the caravan. Hey, more Varl, nice. I'll be right back, guys. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Let's see. Let's continue. The hike approaching the Godstone is murder. You recall how most Godstones were built on hills overlooking other Godstones, so the travelers could follow them and find their way between cities. It does nothing to ease your pains. Dread, shouts Mogar near the front of the caravan. Suddenly black rocks are whizzing past your head. What the hell is this, you shout. Mogar shakes his head. A stone slams into the shield of a nearby Varl. Exploding in a flash of light, and razor sharp fragments. Get behind the shield banger, shouts Mulgar as you approach for a fight. How did I... Whatever, that seems stupid. I thought I had way more than they did. Between the Varl, I had almost... Whatever. I'm a little annoyed by that, because I had more than they did. Especially if the Varl should be able to handle them easily if the Varl is so strong. Whatever, that's kind of weird. I don't like it. It's all based on chance, which is... I thought I had a better chance. Don't know what made them think the Godstone would be safe, Mogar grunts. We're completely exposed up here, he says. If we're going to rest, I think we ought to do a little further away. Dangler was always one of the favorite amongst men. God of good fortune. They believed he brought luck, wealth, or whatever else you wish you had, but couldn't get on your own. The word fortune has a lot of meanings. Eventually you move on. We need to find a camp. And Gunnulf is dead. So that sucks. Did not expect that to happen. But I guess that's the nature of this game, which makes it interesting. In the distance, you see smoke rising from the trees. Dredge aren't known for setting fires, says Mogar, but it doesn't get their attention. We'd use fires like that to lead them along in the Great Wars. Yeah, but they'd wise up to that after a while, interjects another warrior. Or it could be someone trying to get our attention, claims Forsalt. The other group from S.H.I.E.L.D. were sent this way. No matter how you look at it, investigating it will cost time. Mogar, send a few words to look, as you say. They disappear over the hill, and you keep a steady pace while you wait for them to turn. They don't reappear, well past the time you should have taken. Damn it. I see the dredge at the bottom of the screen. Mogar comes to you privately. I've seen some of the warriors disappearing, he says. At first, thought it was my imagination. Now I'm certain several have just gone missing. Mostly men, but some Varl too. Can't quite figure it out. If it's abandonment, you can't let it stand. Call the name Varl to your tent and demand an explanation. They tell you they saw Ludin's men going back to the wrecked wagon to gather gold and followed. They admit to taking some for themselves. I ordered it, says Ludin when you confront him. I sent my man to bring back gold from the cart you left behind. If you have a problem with your warriors joining them, maybe you should keep them under control. I've already stopped, he says. We're too far now for them to catch back up to the caravan. His smug demeanor is nearly unbearable. What a little shitbag. Your warriors demand a break. You halt the caravan with the sigh, but in all honesty, you're starting to feel the attitude and awareness yourself. Morgan leaves on a fallen tree, filling with a crust of bread. Getting colder, he says, staring into the distance. You can see Richhorn just start to peek around the mountains. A flock of ravens float across the clear sky toward the fort. We should follow those birds. Why? Without another, Mogor starts running toward the birds and tumbles over the cliff. Suddenly he's gliding through the air, flapping his arms for all they're worth. He swoops toward the Richhorn. What the fuck just happened? What did I just read? Okay, so we lost Gunnulf, unfortunately. Yeah, that sucks, dude. Let's promote. Let's we'll rest for one more day, and then we'll move on. Uh-oh. This is getting a little suspect. Deep inside the woods, you get the distinct sense that dredge have more or less around you, and in great numbers. Their dark shapes create unsettling patterns as they slide between the trees in every direction. Yeah, pray to whatever god you like. There's more of them waiting on the other side of the woods than we've seen so far. We may be seriously outnumbered, especially if we wait. What if, she says, patting her arrows normally, you could set a part of the woods on fire to draw their attention while you escape, or to draw them into a trap? Is this your idea, you ask? She shrugged innocently. This is not going well at all. Found you, Varl, following the lead of none of your hope. The dredge, distracted by the fire, have thankfully not yet noticed your escape. Isn't she with you? Don't. Did you make her do it? Where is she? I didn't make her do anything. It was her idea. Ludin stares into the flames, face blank. He's trying hard not to show what it means to him. A miserable moment lingers. We've got to get out of here, Hackett. We bought minutes, at the most. We don't know that she's gone anyway. Maybe she'll catch up to us. Oh my god, this is falling apart. What is this mess about? Looks like a full-scale battle happened here, and recently. But only dredged bodies remain. Maybe we'll see something from the tower. Have Varl search the buildings and make sure there's no dredge waiting to spring on us. On it. But don't set up camp or make a fire. We'll take a look and then get out of here before anything else goes wrong. You mean more wrong. Shut up, you little shit. God, Ludin is annoying. Almost got a completely decked out Varl party. I like what Eric was doing, so I'm going to keep him because I feel like he has some kind of skills. But Ludin I'm not a fan of. I don't want to see him on the battlefield. Alright. Let's leave it at this. Oops. Well. Why is... These guys do a lot of range damage, it looks like. One down. I like this 3 apiece thing. Maybe we can surround them. Alright. That's one down. Eric's not doing too well. Let's move him back. Better run, boy. A lot of turn ending around here. Not much action going on. Damn it, Eric. Oh my god, this is kind of annoying. He's gonna kill my guy, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. Fuck! It's so fucking annoying. These, man, these guys are no fucking joke. These, like, bow slingers, I don't know what the hell they are. I lost 2 dudes, 3 guys. You lean on a crumpled wall, watching endless waves of dredge marching below. Satisfied hacking? Mogar asks. The vast number of dreads remind you of the Great Wars. I've seen enough, you reply. Let's get out of here. Mulgar stands over the bodies of the man and woman. Think the slag came up here for these two? Asked Mulgar, waving his bloodied weapon in the direction. No clue, says Mulgar. You're definitely not dressed for it. Something wrong about all this. The girl is definitely dead, but a frown crosses his face as he bends an ear to the man's chest. This one's still breathing. Quick, back down. Bring the live one. I didn't want to jump in. This is so weird. This combat. I love how no one's making a move. We're all just like, I want to see how long this will last. Alright, let's just go in there. Boy, 7 damage. Mother of fuck. He's dead, right? No way. That's fucking crazy. God damn. I mean, come on with this stupid AI. Why the fuck do I have to be the one to rush in? Seriously? Nine fucking damage? Are you fucking serious? What the fuck, game? That's fucking horseshit. Nine fucking damage with one attack. Come on. He's almost dead, so that's great. Luden's almost dead. Luden's about to die, I think. Fuck me, man. Yep. Wow. Another one dead. Oh my god, with this 9 damage bullshit, dude. Me and you, bastard. Oh, you're fucked, buddy. We got him. Wow. No, I don't have enough. Whatever. Oh boy, that sucked. What's going on? I had one eye on the fight. Next time I looked down, Dredge was swimming to the courtyard. Can't tell how many more are waiting out there. But it's a lot. For getting back across the bridge, it'll be a fight. Any options? Not really. Unless you want to wade into the valley, we're going to have to leave the same way we came in. Hackett, I think you should take a look at this. Nearby, the man had been bundled and laid near a short wall protected from the wind. I think this man is a mender. That raises more questions than it answers. What of it? The Spellweavers and Ridgehorn? Why? Maybe they knew something about what's happening. If he's going to tell us anything, we need to get out of here alive. We need to rest. Alright guys, I think it's actually the perfect time to end the stream. Hold on. Okay, we're ready. What's our approach? Bait the dredge into attacking and wear them down? Break through the front lines and don't stop? Send the shield bangers forward and fight defensively? Go all out, strike hard and drive them off. Send diversion. Why the fuck was I not allowed? That is so fucking stupid. What the fuck is the point of the camp if I... Okay. Well, guys. We're gonna end the stream there because that's annoying. I don't understand the camp bullshit or these options. They're... Okay. That was the Banner Saga. First stream. What is this thing? Sorry. A lot of flags. Anyway, guys, thanks for sticking around. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. See you probably tomorrow for another lengthy Banner Saga stream. Hopefully we get a little further. I learn how to read a little better, and I understand combat a little more. Thanks again, guys, Have a great evening.